All right, here is Kiru, the AI desktop assistant for Windows that can be used over the phone. Your voice on the microphone shows up here, and then the person you're talking to, their audio level will show up here. But let's do a case in point. Have you ever been in a work conversation and then something comes up, but then there are loose ends that are never circled back to, or it could even be just tasks or some poor note taking, things you knew that there was something that we needed to get back to, but never got the coverage. And this will be an example here. Let's hear from this producer of the Float On song by Modest Mouse.
What was he using for the beats? Is it a drum machine?
I forget. Yeah, he had some drum machine. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
But like...
and that's a different thing you're talking about than what's in the intro of the song and what's in the middle of the song. That's
the
like
middle of the song's different.
That's a different program.
Different
this
thing.
bit.
Yeah, that's different. And there's a reason that's different.
What's the reason?
Well, there was... let me say this one other thing about the beat of the song.
Okay, great.
The other thing is I really...
So the reason it was different, they never did circle back to. And I have a prompt just for this type of occasion here. And that is the prompt I have loaded in for the transcript. I've gone ahead and let the AI listen to this entire 25-minute conversation. You can see here. And then we will just press the Ask the AI button and see if it has any opinion, anything to say about that. So the role of the delay and then the drum samples atmospheric thing in the middle. And that is something, if this was a customer, a little bit of a stretch that a customer would be talking about a drum machine, but what is the point is that for such an occasion, this could be a good boost to you, like a stenographer, note taker. And also I have in the prompt, if it is some kind of fact about general world knowledge, then you could get the answer right then, although that wasn't that type of a question. The other thing you can do, enable, I have HubSpot and Salesforce. So if this person was to be a contact, ask the AI, then this could create a contact. That is the person sitting here. The notes, Grammy award-winning producer, worked with these people, job title, record producer, engineer, mixer, no email, phone number, or company was listed. And that is something else that you could pull from a conversation. Also, your local files, you can load local files into here. Little bit hit or miss, not as good with conversations as it is with your local files. So choose your local files wisely and experiment with prompts. But let's also, speaking of prompts, change that back from a other prompt to our more general basic prompt about just finding anything that is in question during the course of a conversation, so we could save that. But next, let's go into text mode, enable text mode, get rid of that previous conversation, and ask from our documents, from our invoice, who was our contact at the catering company, and wait for it. That is able to pull that, as you have here, from our contact information. Hope you can see that. This person, event director, was able to pull that information, and we're able to send this off to our CRM. I actually have that contact in there already. I know you don't want to have an error in the middle of a tutorial, but this is something that shows that I actually have already sent that off. And as you can see, that contact is in here already. And then you can ask it more general questions in text mode, exit out of that CRM mode. What was the most expensive item we got from the caterer last time? And listed a few things. Probably depends on quantity and price per item. So hopefully this is something that can work out for you. It all works in this one app. 30-day free trial at stratamus.com, and then $14 a month per seat. The only other cost comes from using this Grok model. We have the Maverick model and the slightly more lightweight Scout model. Very capable, very low cost, very fast models from Grok. So these are only but a few of the features that this app is capable of. It also takes a screenshot, and it is also able to answer questions on the fly at any point during, if you were in this conversation and then there was some world fact that an AI might know. All you have to do is hit this button during the course of the conversation, and hopefully this will give you some rocket skates during your job and supercharge productivity, create a surge in output.